Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here. I'm doing a review of Monday Night Raw from October the 22nd. Well, this was a very interesting Raw this week. The most interesting one that they had in a very long time. We had the retirement of Roman Reigns, and he had to give up the Universal title in the beginning of the show. It was very emotional for a lot of fans in the building and a lot of his fans. So that's basically it for my end. So we had a lot of great matches on the show. You had Finn versus Bobby Lashley. They continuing to do the heel push with him and Leo Rush, which was cool. You had Braun Strowman basically turning back into a good guy. You also had Elias turning into a good guy as well. So that was interesting to see Elias. Of course, he got to be beefing with Baron Corbin. That seemed like that's everybody's go-to person to beef with is Baron Corbin. So we'll see how that goes. The landscape has basically been changed in WWE right now, especially with what happened with the end of the show. I'll go into that later. They hyping up Evolution with Trish and Lita getting beat up by Mickey James and Alicia Fox. It's going around that Alexa Bliss got her nose broke by Ronda during a couple house shows, so we'll see what happens between now and then. That's why she wasn't on the show. We had basically it was a lot of matches, mostly talking about Roman's retirement. They had tag team match for the tag team titles, which was Dean and Seth versus Drew and Dolph. Basically, Braun came down there and messed up with the match so he can mess with Drew McIntyre and costing Drew and Dolph the titles. So at the end of the show, we finally get Seth getting beat up by Dean. Took it long enough. I'm so glad that Dean Ambrose is finally a heel. It was about time. So that how the show ended. Some people was upset because they did it during Roman's basically his retirement. I say do it when the iron's hot, and this was the best time to do it. The show went by pretty quick, surprising enough. I'm not going to really go into every single detail, but this basically is going to shape the landscape for now on in WWE, since we got major heel turns and face turns in the last couple of weeks. I feel like the Universal title picture, and it will be very different now. I feel like because of Roman leaving, I think this is probably the best thing for Raw right now, because the storylines with them was getting very stale, and his presence to me basically overshadowed the show for the last couple of months, well, the last couple of years basically. So I feel like more wrestlers now will get a time to shine. I hate to say that, but it's true. So we'll see how Crown Jewel plays out. We'll see how the rest of the year plays out. And we'll also see how WrestleMania plays out. So this will be an interesting 6 or 7 months leading, and the rest of the year leading into WrestleMania. So it's Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.